Hey, Nikki Brown here. Shalethia Nicole. No matter where you are, I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I've been having extremely good vibes, high vibes, um, and I love it. And for a brief moment, I realized today's September 11th, and because I overheard my coworkers talking about where they were during September 11th. And I was actually helping someone, so I just kind of overheard the conversation. And I know that on September 11th, I was living in Maplewood, New Jersey. And I was in college at the time. And because I heard I think my grandmother called me and said, "Oh, did you hear what happened?" And I was like, "No." So I turned the news on and I saw the Twin Towers on fire. And I needed to do something at school. So I left Maplewood and I was on my way to Jersey City, which was about maybe 25, 30 minutes drive. And so by the time I left my house, I was on the highway. And I remember I'm on the highway and I'm driving, right? Then I look over to my right and I see the first tower falling. And I was like, oh my God. And I was just so I looked back. It was just that fast. I was looking forward. I was driving. I turned my head and looked. The tower was falling. Um, of course, once I got to school, they were kind of shutting everything down. But if I'm not mistaken, I did get to do what I needed to do before they closed school completely for the day. But that was a very surreal experience. Um, I don't think I personally know anyone who lost their life. But I do know people who work there. A couple people that just so happened to take off work that day. But then I know people who had family or relatives who worked there who weren't so fortunate to have taken the day off. And I just offer you this: live each day as if it's your last. You never know what might happen. You know, if it's meant to be, you could be in your living room. You could be in a public place. But I hear a lot of people say like things like they're afraid to fly or they're afraid to go here or go there. And again, you could be sitting in your living room, and if it's your time, it's your time, and there's nothing you can do about it. So we shouldn't live in fear. We're supposed to, release it and let it go. Whether you pray, ask God, whatever you feel like is the right thing to do. But we're not supposed to live our lives, you know, so guarded. Although I know that I'm guarded, especially when it comes to relationships, but I've been hurt so much by so many different people, especially my parents, that it's not easy at this point in my life to just, allow someone to come into my life because I see the red flags and the non-negotiable behaviors, and I'm just like, I'm good. So as I'm speaking to you, giving you advice, I'm also giving myself advice. However, I do my best to enjoy my life. And I do the things that I want to do, which is one of the great things about not being in a relationship, is that you can do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, however you want to do it, for as long as you want to do it. And it's okay. So my phone is overheating. I'm overheating. I just wanted to kind of give that brief message. I just turned the air on if you can hear it. So I hope that this bids you well. And as always, I love y'all. Mwah.